Hi there. So it's been a while since I last been here on YouTube. I was meant to record a video and upload it like 2 months ago, but things happened. Things happened not necessarily on the outside in the external circumstances of my life, but internally. Like I've been in spiritual adventure so deep and so I don't even know how to call it, terrible but marvelous at the same time. And that script that I wrote, the last script that I wrote for the video that I was meant to upload back then, I uh, I don't identify anymore with it. And even though I created this channel with an authenticity from my soul and from a place of wanting to communicate and wanting to actually help people through my words, I think I was in a place that didn't belong to me, in the sense that I wasn't coming from the right spiritual standpoint, but it doesn't mean that I like lied or something, because I didn't lie about any of the stuff in my videos. But most of the things that I said in those, I knew those things intellectually, but not necessarily I embodied them. And the last video that I was going to record um precisely talked about that. I wrote about embodiment, and I wrote about training of your mind and training of your soul. But I was lacking that training, I was lacking that embodiment. And even if my videos help even one person, because I don't have like million subscribers or anything like that, it's just really important to me to be really honest and really sincere in what I say and what I put out into the world. And I really want to speak, and I want to help people, and I want to express myself in a way that gives others inspiration, hope, understanding, light, because I know that every one of us can really have the life that we desire. There's like a whole truth behind that affirmation, because our desires sometimes are not the best ones, and we have to train the place which our desires come from. Like, I've come to a place in which God has led my desires, and I know, and I'm learning to understand His will in my life, so that His will be done and not mine. Because if you understand a little bit about this, you maybe suspect that our own will as human beings is sometimes crooked, and it is not precisely the best one. We are not necessarily good human beings. We are not necessarily the most well intentioned all of the time. We are often driven by fear, by anxiety, by a lot of these emotions and nightmares that are born in our chest, in our soul, in our spirit. And that's what we have to train. We have to look inside of us. That's what I've always told. But now I really understand it. Like, I've been in this adventure, like I said before, in a spiritual adventure, diving really deep within myself and trying to know God, trying to understand Him a lot more, trying to speak to Him as if He is my audience, because I know He is, and I want to be as truth, as honest and vulnerable as He needs me to do, as He needs me to be. Right? Remember, I'm not a native English speaker, so sometimes I can make like mistakes, but I don't care. I don't care if you understand the message, you understand it. Because I've I've come to the realization that it's not so much about the words. I used to worry a lot about the words, but what is really important is your heart. What's really important is your soul. Where are you coming from? Are your words coming from a place of honesty, of sincerity? Are your place coming from are your words coming from a place of wisdom, of really understanding and embodying that what you're trying to teach and that what you're trying to say? Because with my last videos, I felt kind of satisfied but a little bit off also, because when I would watch them or listen myself back, I was like, wow, those are really nice words and I said that really beautifully or whatever. But then I would look at my reality and maybe my reality didn't match my words necessarily. Like it sometimes would match my words, but oftentimes it didn't. And it isn't how it's supposed to be. And my reality, like externally, haven't changed a lot. I still live in the same place. I still do like the same things. I have my habits. I have, like, I try, not that I try, I do what's best for me every day. I wake up early. Yeah, I have my habits. And I've included the habit of reading the Bible every day. And I think that's changed me somehow. Just that. Oh my word, my God, my English is in Englishing today. My English is in Englishing. But I've included these spiritual habits, these conversations with God, these Bible readings. And even though I haven't done like a deep study of the word, I haven't go that deep as I should and as I want, I think it has changed me. What happened there? What happened there? I think it has changed me greatly, greatly, immensely. Like I can't even explain. Like if you look at me right now, you would say, "Oh, but she looks exactly the same. Only I don't have makeup because I just woke up and I didn't want it. I didn't want to wait a long time to do this video." So I may look the same, but I don't feel the same, and I certainly don't do the stuff I was doing from the same place, because that's the thing, you can still do the mundane things, that it all comes to from what spirit are you doing these things. Like I currently have a job. I have a part-time job as an English teacher, which I love, and I'm so thankful for that job. And I have that job since like 1 month ago, no, like 3 weeks ago, and it has been great, and it has taught me a lot, and I have learned how to manage my time, how to manage my routine. And if it was the 4 or 3 or 5 me, okay, the me from 5 or 3 or 2 years ago, I was like, I would have been, my English isn't Englishing today. Let's see, how do I rephrase that? 5 years ago, if it was the me of 5 years ago, I would be saying, yeah, I would be saying, and I would be feeling so bad about having a job, because I would fight with my soul and with my body against anything that would have to do with work, with job, with doing things for any other people. But right now, I just feel grateful. I just feel really and deeply grateful for my job and for this opportunity that God has given me. And yeah, that's it. And as for this channel, I'm not sure what I'm gonna talk about but I'm sure I want to talk. I'm sure I want to speak, and I'm sure I want to share the best of me, the best of God through me to the world. And I've always thought that if I speak English, if I know English, if I'm able to speak it, to communicate, and to even teach it, it's not vain. I mean, it must have a purpose. And I don't know any answer. I don't know all the answers yet. I don't have anything for certain, but I don't feel fear anymore. I feel light. I feel like a new person. I feel like I'm transforming. And I feel like something is happening. Like, you just know. You just know. And if you stumble on this, stumble on this. My English isn't Englishing. If you stumble upon this, um just know that life is beautiful, that life is good, and that God and the universe loves you, and that you are more powerful and you are more capable than you think. Really, you cannot even imagine how powerful you are, how powerful your mind, your spirit, and your soul is. You don't know how powerful it is. So let that thought sink in, and let your mind be filled with good stuff. Let your mind be filled with awesome thoughts, with thoughts of goodness and eternity. And don't let the world around you dictate how you should feel and what you should do. If you're not a spiritual person, maybe it's time to be, because you are pure spirit. You are pure Holy Spirit. And that's it. Maybe I will see you around. Maybe not. Who knows? Who knows? The future is an adventure. The future is a whole fucking adventure.